So the next thing that we got is Hasbro Beyblade X and the United Kingdom, which we got confirmation that it is coming out. Okay,
It's
there we go.
coming out winter, bruv.
It's coming out in autumn or winter, so Q3, Q4 of this year, which is pretty understandable.
I was kind of hoping everything would kind of launch at the same time, especially with the release date for Australia and like the whole oceanic region. We might talk, well, not might, we will talk about later. It's odd to see the UK kind of get the short end of the stick again. It makes me wonder if it's not a Hasbro problem where it's like they didn't choose to release it at this time. Maybe it's like a logistics of shipping product over there or that some tax thing. There's got to be a reason because this is the region that has like the latest launch that I know of. Out of all the
Yeah.
ones that have been confirmed, this is like the latest one.
Hmm.
And I've talked to a few people in the UK, and they say that back in the day, at least, like Beyblade is very popular over in UK. So it's like they're an actual big market for the company. So it's weird that they always get neglected. And then I heard there were some weird things with Burst that it was pretty hit or miss with some of the products there. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's world release. When you're talking about like a 5 year products line, when you have to wait an extra 6 months, you're like, whoa, that's like, what was that 15% shorter with the products than the rest of the world? So in the broad spectrum, it is kind of crazy.
Yeah, the couple of months is on like the big thing that I remember about the UK, like you said earlier, is just kind of like really inconsistent with some things they didn't get at all. Sometimes, especially because of the pandemic, you'd have, it got even worse, but we're pretty far past that at this point. But I mean, yeah, waiting the extra 3-ish months, 4 months is kind of annoying. But if at the end of the day, everything starts to kind of come out around the same time, then I think it'll kind of work itself out. But I just hope, say, season two, we get the season two products, whatever that may be, in 1 month. The UK is going to be once again 2-3 months behind. So hopefully it's not where every single wave is 3 months behind, because then it's
Mm.
going to be really annoying for sure. It's going to be really frustrating for the UK brethren out there that are watching this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly. To be fair, we are getting this like way sooner than we expected for the U.S. Like normally it takes like about a year and some change to come out, but this time it's all coming out like relatively rapid fire, especially considering that this is coming straight off of the tail end of Burst. So we didn't even have to have that down period where Takara Tomy takes like 2-3 years off to develop, and then Hasbro kind
Hmm.
of fades out after a year, and there's like a solid like 12 to 16 months of nothing, where it's like we're in the middle of Quad Strike for Burst Hasbro, and then X just pops up. So I think it is a little bit understandable, like autumn and winter, um, but I think ultimately it is still relatively well timed. It's not too bad, so we won't have anybody
Yeah,
aching
it'll
over
it'll
in the
even
UK.
out.
Yeah, it'll flow over, especially since they already announced the World Championships. I would say like this is a pretty good dub for the UK, all things considered.
Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna have to. Hopefully, it's towards the autumn, because autumn winter that's like half the year technically. That's a pretty broad spectrum, but yeah, I mean, hopefully it's a little bit earlier than later. That's for sure.
Definitely, definitely hoping for that Q3 drop.